All right, we've had several accidents in the Henry County area in the last hour. I want to let you know that this is sponsored by Gardner, Barron, Sharp. Of course, if you're in an accident, you need to think about them first. Gardner, Barron, Sharp, with offices in both Martinsville and Danville. Bob, let's go to the incident there in Sandville. We understand that the injuries aren't too bad.
One person taken to the hospital. It didn't appear to be anything of life-threatening. Apparently, a young man had pulled out. We did see the state police giving him a citation there at the scene. This was the driver of that vehicle that was charged, and you'll see the damage coming up here.
So it apparently happened real close to home?
It did, right there in his front yard. And there you can see the damage. Said he just had gotten it repaired. He'd run into a ditch not too long ago.
Wow.
And it's a pretty car. I know he was upset. Then he got a ticket on top of that. Not sure what that charge was. Of course, then we went to the Stewart thing. But right there, you can see the damage to that vehicle. One person taken to the hospital, not seriously injured, there at the Sandville area.
All right. The next accident takes us to Moorhead Avenue in Ridgeway. We understand that two cars clipped each other there, and at least one of the folks there is injured, and it looked like that they were doing an investigation as we were there. You can see the police, looks like the Henry deputies, county deputies investigating this, and that's a little bit unusual because traditionally in Henry County the state troopers do the investigation.
And that probably will happen here. What happened, Officer Metzer was tied up on that other accident, so the deputy was assisting until he could get to the second accident to conclude that investigation. We
do know that the Ridgeway Rescue Squad did respond to the scene, and they were talking to individuals there at this happened at the intersection of Moorhead and Old Leaksville Road, just right before you get to the North Carolina line there in Henry County. There you can see the damage to the car. It looked like some underpinning from mainly the front of the car there, and there you can see they're looking at it, and it did the airbags were deployed there on location, but not major problems, not major damage there, but enough to block the road and keep folks from being able to get through there for a few minutes. But there you can see the Henry County Sheriff's Office investigating, which is a bit unusual, but that happens when you have several wrecks going on at the same time. And from that damage, obviously it's going to make that car where it's going to be difficult to move, but that's not total, is it?
I think it may be, Charles. The initial call, it was smoking. That's why they brought the fire department in. So I think there's probably a little more damage on the internal system.
All right. So, but it doesn't look like folks were too severely injured in that particular accident that occurred between the hours of 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock on Thursday afternoon. But there you can see the officer there looking at the damage and checking it out for himself. Definitely getting close to the story. All right, so that's what we got. We've got more news coming up here in the next few moments. We got some information on the Eden Business Show coming up, along with some other stories. Stay with us.
Come on down to 58 West Auto Auction.